I'm a global runner and I'm 51 years old and I'm trying to get under 2:30 in the marathon this year. As part of my training for that, I've been aiming to get some more races in, and I've done a 10K and most recently a 5K. Now I've been running for over 40 years and I'm 51 years old, as I said, so you would expect my lifetime PRs to be behind me. However, recently I ran a 5K in 16 minutes and 1 second. Now, as an aside, that is slightly annoying. Had I known I was that close, I would have certainly found another 2 seconds. 16:01 is my road PR. So that is the fastest I've ever run on the road. Now I ran 15:42 on the track, but on the road I never broke 16 minutes, or I haven't yet. So the question is, how, aged 51, am I still achieving lifetime PRs? Well, I think there are a number of reasons, and let's have a look at them. I think for me, big miles are key, and I have been achieving big miles. I've been picking up the mileage. Big miles might not be the answer for everyone, and indeed they're probably not the answer for most people, but for me, I found that big mileage really helps my speed, ironically enough. And so I think you need to find out what type of runner you are and tailor your running accordingly. Now I had a track background, and so I don't think I need the bare speed. What I need is the mileage to get the fitness up, and then the speed will come with it, or it's speed endurance really. And so for me, the number one reason why I have achieved this fast time age 51 is bigger mileage. But of course, it's not a case of just going out and running a bunch of miles, because we could all do that and we can all get injured. So one of the key things, particularly when you're getting older, is regular physio. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with a physio, a professional. You can do self-physio as well. So I have an excellent physio and a really, really excellent massage therapist. And I do go and see them regularly, and I'm thankful that I have them. But I do a lot of self-massage at home and physio at home. I have a lacrosse ball and I try and roll on that as much as possible. And really, I think it's just a case of finding where hurts and gently massaging it until it doesn't hurt. And really, I don't think it has to get more complicated than that. I think if you follow that method of self-physio, then you can certainly make gains and make sure that you don't get injured while you're doing either bigger mileage or harder training. The other thing I try and achieve, and this is my secret weapon, is more sleep. I got a sleep score of 97 last night, which is, I know, unheard of. And not everyone can achieve those. This is my superpower. I fully recognize that. And I'm grateful that I'm able to achieve high sleep scores. But definitely, of course, more sleep is key to being able to do faster training and faster miles and faster sessions as you get older. The next one is more cross training. Even yesterday, I wanted to do a heavy mileage week, but I just felt like the body wasn't ready for it. So rather than doing that, I did half an hour on the bike. And today I feel significantly better for it. So not giving yourself arbitrary mileage goals and making sure that if you need to do cross training, you do cross training. So I do biking, I do pool running, I do strength exercises, all of these things. I do elliptical as well. I've got one of those ARC trainers that Parker Valby is a big fan of. So all of these things obviously help me get faster, even though I'm older than I used to be. And I think these are key to getting faster in older years. Being kinder to myself is also something that I've had to learn, like not worrying too much about not hitting times or not hitting miles that you want to hit. Like if you don't hit them, that's fine. You've got to be kind to yourself, and I think particularly to your physical self as you get older, you've got to recognize that it takes longer, you have to do more stretching, you have to do more warming up, and that's fine. And if you're not quite on it one day, that's also fine. But being kinder to yourself, I think, is something that we're not very good at as a population, and I think it's key to being a better runner. The next one I think is being deliberate. Like, I make sure that every run has a purpose. If I am going out to increase speed, then I make sure that the run is increasing speed. If I'm going out to increase mileage, then that's what the run is going to be doing. But every time I do a run, I think to myself, why am I doing this? And I make sure that it is in line with what I'm doing. And if I feel like I'm just running for the sake of running, then I'd much rather cross train, either do pull run or do bike or something different. It doesn't always have to be running. The next one is changing it up. Try something new. If you keep doing the same old thing, you're going to keep getting the same old results. And that might be fine. That might be what you want to do, and that might not be a problem for you. You might be good with the results that you're achieving. But if you want to get to a different place and the current training that you're doing isn't getting you there, then try something new. And the thing that I did recently, which was new, was not running with my watch. I ran by feel. I made sure that I didn't have the pace indicator on. And in a 5K, when you're racing others, and I did have a race, which was helpful, I feel like you are more able to take a risk when you're not worrying about the pace. So if you're looking at the pace, you will self-regulate. It's just how we work. But if you don't have that data there, then you don't self-regulate. And so in the 5K that I did, my first mile was way too fast, but I didn't know it. And so I was just hanging in there the whole way. And that gave me a better time than I think I would have had if I'd been looking at the pace all the time. So trying something new, changing things up to make sure that you improve, I think is key as you get older. And finally, and I think this is the most important, don't let age be an excuse. I don't see there to be any reason why I can't run a fast 5K just because I'm older. Yeah, it may take me longer to get there in terms of training. There may be different types of training I have to do. But at age 51, I don't think that there is anything preventing me from running sub 16 in the 5K. And I'm going to say it because there's a 10K race coming up, sub 33 in the 10K. I think I can get back to those times. And part of the point of this series was to see if I could still be fast age 51, if I could still get back to the times that I was achieving when I was younger. And I used the marathon as the yardstick of, can I get back under 2:30 aged 51? I think I've achieved what I was looking to achieve because I've got back to my fastest ever 5K aged 51. And there's still more there. I'm still out to get more PRs. And I don't think that age should be an excuse. And the minute that you start letting it be an excuse, it becomes a problem and it gets in the way. So my view is recognize that it's going to be more difficult, but don't let it be an excuse. So there you have it. Those are the reasons why I think I'm still achieving the times that I want to achieve age 51. And I still think I can get some lifetime PRs out of this old body. So hang around and see if I can. My next race is going to be a 10K on April the 27th. It's in Vancouver, and the plan is to hopefully go under 33 minutes. Join me and see if I can do it.